This is the greatest series ever made on the exhilarating adventure of flight.
Contact.
Reaching for the skies. An epic British production spanning decades of aviation evolution.
Okay, good check.
The need for speed and the quest to go beyond the impossible. Take off on a bold new series that swept the world by storm.
Touchdown.
This week, aviation pioneers reaching for the skies. An exciting new program tonight, 6:30 on 9. Tuesday, 8:30, the new series of China Beach continues.
I'm mad at you. You can't stay mad with me for long.
McMurphy's torn between two lovers.
You let me hope.
You were the best thing. You were great.
Then,
How's that?
at
Are
9:30,
you one of the guys who can't get enough?
on Matlock,
I'm giving you the axe.
a talk show host becomes the victim of his own sick joke. But he left a vital clue.
He played one last game.
China Beach and Matlock at new times, Tuesday on 9.
Look, these chocolates were meant for my sister. I'd like you to have them as a peace offering. Look, I just want to forget the whole thing.
Well, it's very difficult to forget a thing like that, you know. I haven't slept a wink ever since this happened. I've alienated my friends and my workmates, and after all these years of hard work, I'm even beginning to doubt my own honesty. So, Mr. Wilcox, it's a little late for you to talk about withdrawing charges, because I'm going into court to fight you, and I'm going to win.
Not doing too well, am I?
On the contrary, you've recovered remarkably quickly.
Well, it's going to take a while yet, though, I imagine.
Not at all. I'd say you're ready for discharge right now.
Well, you can't mean that. What about my collapse last week? That surely proves it, doesn't it?
That was last week. But if you want a second opinion, you're more than welcome.
No, of course not. If you say I'm ready, then I'm ready.
We'll keep an eye on you. Give you tests from time to time. All you're doing now is taking up a bed that someone else could use.
I suppose so. I don't know what I'm going to do at home by myself all day.
I wouldn't worry about it. I think that you're well enough to take on some light medical duties.
Oh, no, I don't think I'm up to taking up the registrar's job again.
I wasn't suggesting that. All I meant was you could come in for a few hours each day, maybe do the ward rounds with the interns, attend some lectures, that sort of thing. That way you get your memory working while you find your feet.
Don't have much choice, do I?
Not really, unless you want to sit around at home on your own. And that's not going to do your medical career much good, is it? You think about it.
Yes, I think that's an excellent idea. I'm afraid I won't have time to discuss it today. Perhaps tomorrow morning, okay?
Oh, Dr. Barrett. Look, I know you're very busy, but could I ask you to appear as a character witness for me in court?
Yes, of course I will, Ada. I'd be glad to.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Tanya's going to help and Dr. Denham, but I'm going to need all the ammunition I can get, I think.
You sound rather nervous about it.
Yes, I am. It'd be dreadful if there was a stain on my character by finding me guilty.
I'm sure it won't come to that. Anyway, I thought Ted Wilcox had offered to drop the charges.
He did, but that's not good enough for me. I want to walk out of that court with my name cleared. And unless that happens, other people will doubt me, and I couldn't live with that.
There's no doubt in my mind, Ada. But if you feel you have to go to court, then I'll help you any way I can.
Thank you very much. Very kind.
Okay.
Oh, I'm discharging Mike Newman. I'd like him put on light medical duties again as soon as possible.
Wasn't it a bit early?
I don't think so. His confidence needs building up, and there's no good him just sitting at home worrying about it.
Well, I still think you're putting too much pressure on him. Dr. Hilton's in agreement with me, and we are supposed to be in charge of his psychological recovery.
You would have come to the same conclusion. It's only common sense, and I'm sorry if you feel I've trodden on your toes.
From Sister Cosgrove, with love to you.
I doubt it.
I want a word with you, Jones. You were supposed to take Mrs. White to Ward 3. Instead, you took her to pathology.
Well, that's where I was told to take her.
I'm sorry, Dr. Barrett. That was my fault. I got the instructions mixed up. I know it was a stupid mistake.
I see. Well, never mind. We all make mistakes. You can consider the matter closed, Jones.
I can already tell it's not my day.
What's up, love?
Oh, nothing. I just wish people would realise that orderlies have got feelings too.
Who says you haven't?
Everyone, that's who.
Oh.
Am I late?
Yeah, but so's Forrest. Relax.
How can I relax when I know he's going to fail my report?
And mine.
Right. Your report's on Mrs. Schaefer's splenectomy operation. Satisfactory. Just. Your description of the spleen itself left a lot to be desired.
Yes, Dr. Forrest.
All right, that's all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Unsatisfactory. Do it over.
Aren't you going to tell me why?
When I ask for a report, I want every detail of the operation, because it's attention to detail that saves lives. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Doctor.
All right, do it over by tomorrow morning. Yes.
Excuse me, Dr. Forrest. I was wondering, you know I have to go to court, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, well, I was wondering, would you appear as a character witness for me?
Oh, look, I'm sorry, Mrs. Simmons. I just won't have the time, I'm afraid.
Oh, I see.
If it'll help, I can give you a written reference.
Yes, I'm sure it'll help. Thank you very much.
You've got the job ahead of you, haven't you?
What do you mean?
Well, as I understand it, you did leave the store with goods you hadn't paid for. Perhaps you'd be better off to plead guilty.
Why would I when I didn't do it?
Well, if that's the way you feel.
It most certainly is the way I feel. Forget the reference. I'm sorry I asked you. I'll tell you another thing I've learned from this. I've learned who my friends are. You certainly aren't one.
Why are things so good? Why are things so good? I'm telling you why. NutraSweet is why. Everything good tastes so good.
Never bitter, no aftertaste. That's why things made with NutraSweet taste so good.
I'm telling you why. NutraSweet is why. Everything good tastes so good.
NutraSweet, why everything good tastes so good. Today, some women will leave for work looking like they just stepped out of a salon.
Salon Selective, Salon Shine, Salon Selective, Salon Glow.
With new Salon Selectives from Helene Curtis, you can select your personalised combination of shampoos and conditioners for salon beautiful hair.
Like you just stepped out of a salon.
Feel salon beautiful every day.
Salon Selective.
Are you sure you don't mind?
Of course I don't. After all, we all know you're innocent.
Dr. Forrest doesn't think so. He as good as said I was guilty.
Dr. Forrest?
Yes, he made no bones about it. And what worries me is that other people think the same way.
Oh, I'm sure they don't, Ada. And if you find any that do, you just send them to me. I'll take care of them for you.
Thank you, Dr. Shaw. Oh, my, don't you look pretty?
And for a small fee, Ada, I'm available.
Oh, sorry, I've got a better way to spend my money than that.
Oh, Mike. Well, you're finally deserting me, huh?
Apparently. I'd like to come and visit you sometime, though.
Oh, I thought you couldn't wait to get away from me.
I couldn't. I didn't know you very well then, did I?
Don't tell me you changed your mind.
You know I have. To be honest, I don't think I would have recovered as quickly as I had without your help, although where I go from here, I really don't know.
Scared?
Yeah. I've got to go back to intern status. And then in a couple of weeks, I have to take another Viva, prove my competence. If I don't pass that, I don't get my registrar's job back.
Well, if you don't get it immediately, you fight until you do.
Yeah. How long's it going to take?
It doesn't matter. As long as you keep on fighting, you'll get there.
I'm going to miss you, Raymond.
Good luck. Doctor.
been discharged already.
Well, certainly looks that way.
I didn't think you'd be released for at least another week.
No, neither did I. Well, you've got the day off.
No, I just came home for a couple of hours between shifts.
Oh. Well, I better put this in my room.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I've been living there. It was empty.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I'll share with Lance.
Well, no, look, don't do that. I'll move out. I'll do it now.
No, it's all right. Honestly. Well, I better get to it.
Hello, Mrs. Schaefer. How are you feeling?
Oh, much better, thank you. Although I'll be glad when I can get rid of this and tuck into some real food, Doctor. How are they treating you, Ian?
Fine, thanks, Mrs. Schaefer.
I've known him since he was a toddler. And to think he's practically my doctor.
Lessing, the reason for the splenectomy?
Painful enlargement of the spleen, the increasing danger of destruction of blood cells.
Mitchell, Mrs. Schaefer would like us to relieve her of the saline drip. Why can we not accommodate her in the meantime?
Oh, well, the,
Come on, we don't have all day.
The abdominal scar tissue hasn't sufficiently healed yet.
A first-year nurse could have told me that. What about the state of the liver secretions in a post-operative situation? Or had that not occurred to you?
I was coming to that.
What, by Christmas? Thank you, Mrs. Schaefer. Well, that wasn't very impressive.
Did you have to do that in front of Mrs. Schaefer? She's an old family friend.
I didn't do anything. You did. If you prepared your work properly, it would never have happened.
Now she thinks I'm a fool.
I'm not here to patter to your ego. I'm here to teach. The sooner you get that through your head, the better.
Hi. I heard Dr. Forrest give you a hard time in the wards. I don't think he was too fair. He didn't even give you time to answer.
Well, maybe I should have been a bit quicker.
Well, it probably wouldn't make any difference. I don't know what's up with him. He expects perfection from everyone and everything.
Well, there's nothing wrong in expecting high standards.
Oh, I didn't think he was your most favourite doctor right now.
Well, he's just doing his job the way he thinks it ought to be done.
I never thought I'd hear anyone say that about him.
So what about whom, Jones?
Nothing. Doctor.
Well, if it's nothing, you don't have any excuse for not having finished up there, do you?
No.
Can I move on?
You heard the man?
Excuse me.
I better get back to the hospital.
No, wait. There's something we ought to discuss.
I'll be late if I don't go soon.
It won't take long. Look, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and you've been through a lot because of me. And it's not going to be easy for you with both of us living here, so I've decided that I'll move out. The last thing I want to do is cause any troubles.
You won't be, honestly.
You sure?
Yes. Besides, I know that Emmy wants to take care of you, and you'll get better a lot quicker if you're in familiar surroundings.
What about you?
I'll be fine. Look, we've sorted out our relationship, and we're just friends, nothing more, and that's fine, honestly.
You mean that? The last thing I want to do is hurt you.
The only way you'll hurt me is by making me think I've forced you to move out.
Good. Then I'll stay. To be honest, I really didn't want to move.
Oh,
I meant to tell you, since I spoke to you this morning, I've been on the phone to some of the local estate agents, but I'm afraid there's nothing available around here. So, it looks as though I'm going to have to go on living with Tanya and Matthew, after all.
I'm sick of having to share you with them. I want you all to myself.
Yes, well, you don't have any choice. You just have to be patient. I'll find something eventually, I expect.
I just may be able to help you with your accommodation problem.
How?
Well, I've been looking around too. I'm not exactly thrilled with living in quarters. I've got my eye on a place. Not as close as you're used to, but plenty big enough. Helen, I know we haven't known one another very long, but I do love you. I think you love me. This is very difficult for me to say. Will you marry me?
Nigel.
I know it's a bit sudden.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you.
Have you?
Yes, I want to talk about some of the interns. You don't mind if I join you, do you?
No, of course not. Sit down.
Thanks.
You think it's all right?
All right. Oh, they're the nicest things anybody's ever said about me.
And they're all true, Ada.
Yes, but still. Anyway, I must get back to work. I'm busy. Doctor.
What's the matter with her?
Well, I think she's upset about the reference she asked you for.
So I said I'd give her one.
Ada seems to feel that you think she's guilty.
I didn't say that. What I did say was that I thought it might be difficult for her to prove that she's innocent, which I think it will be.
Well, at the moment she's worried about the case, she'll get over it.
If she does that quickly.
I'm sure you didn't come in here to talk about Ada.
No. Actually, I came to ask you about Mike Newman. How do you think he's going to cope?
I wish I knew. Certainly he's better physically, but I can't help thinking that you're taking a big gamble putting him back on medical duty so soon.
Yes, I am. But I've been watching him closely, and I...